We're here at the Aloft Financial District in Manhattan. My friend Scott Martin,
I'm Scott
writer for the Beaverton, new to New York. So, anything specific you're interested in today?
Well, we're going to the comic book store first.
Yes.
After that, I don't know. I just kind of want to see the sights. It's just a beautiful city with seeing all the old stonework. We don't really have that old feeling in Canada, so I'm just super excited to see all the architecture. Honestly.
Yeah. We're gonna try to keep our budget low today. Have a couple free adventures. So the Aloft is a super cool newer concept. They've got this really cool breakfast bar every day, free coffee, and you go through and you can just like pick your menu. And then most rooms that are premier rooms, you can get your meal included. If not, it's $8, $9 for the berry bowl. And then they have like muffins out and little grab and go items every day. Super helpful staff. This one here in the financial district has a fitness center in the basement, a really cool lounge out back. But yeah, it's just a super modern vibe that I'm like really into. So this is the lobby. I'd show you my room, but it's already kind of a mess. I've been traveling for days. So fun.
Hi, welcome to Midtown Comics.
Hi. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, it's just stay.
Hi, my name is Tiffany. I work here at Midtown Comics downtown. We have 3 locations in the city, this one including Times Square, which is our flagship, and Grand Central. We have a lot of our signings in this store in particular.
Yeah.
We just recently had John Romita Jr. That was amazing.
That's
we
awesome.
had about 400 people, so it was pretty busy, but we got everybody in.
Yeah.
Try to work as fluid as possible in the store.
Yeah.
And we hope you like the atmosphere.
Yeah,
here.
I do. It's a surprisingly big space too. I feel like a lot of the bookstores and comic stores here are really packed, but
yeah, we try to have access to everything.
right, and great music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, so
Sweet.
thank you so much.
Yeah, to get here, you just go to the Fulton Street station. We're right across the block from that. Cool.
And then they have, so that's the red line, and then we have the 4, 5, 6 all the way down on the other side. So every hub reaches this particular store.
Cool. Sweet. Thanks for having us, babe.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Comics opened their first location in 1997 and has received tons of notoriety and great support from the community since. In 2012, it was named the Village Voice #1 comic store in New York. We were also featured in the National Geographic show Comic Store Heroes, also airing in 2012. With tons of figurines, comics for all ages, manga, DVDs, apparel, and more, it's a great stop. So we are here at the Watermark. It's a really cool spot right off the pier. It's one of the more affordable places to eat when you're trying to like take in the waterfront. But it's a gorgeous day in Manhattan, so we figured why not look at Brooklyn.
Look at that view.
It's a serious view. So we are gonna get some pina coladas and some snacks. And just, how do you feel about all this?
Oh, I was super excited for like tropical drinks. It's so hot out. It's perfect for it.
Much needed.
I'm also dressed for it.
You are totally dressed.
Look at this.
So yeah, tropical drinks with friends. Sweet and cheesecake. Last part of the meal. I'm gonna say this is a great venue overall.
I'm digging it.
We've had some pretty consistent food. There's people of all ages, and again, we have things on the menu that range from about $8 to $15, so not bad considering the views, the vista, the people watching.
And this cheesecake is really good.
The quality of the food is super nice.
I'm not even a big cheesecake guy, so if you're like, I don't like cheesecake.
I'm not even a dessert person either, but it was great. Our server was great. It's about to start dumping rain, so we're gonna hop off.
Over that way.
We'll see you tonight. So we're at another great spot here in Manhattan, the Roxy. This is a really traditional theater. We just went and saw Psycho.
First time I saw it.
Yeah.
In New York, I was like, I gotta see a classic movie while I'm here.
Yeah, so it's like this really cute, very like intimate, small theater. I think it was $12 a ticket, and then they had snacks and beers.
The great thing about it too is like when you walk in, it's like a hotel and a lounge too. So there's so many parts of the Roxy that like we can
we just saw passing by, and then like the movie theater was super intimate and cute.
Yeah,
Honestly.
and then they have what do they say, live jazz like 3 nights a week in the back of the theater.
I went to the bathroom and I heard some very nice piano, so that was very ambient.
Some piano. Hey. The last stop of the night was Joe's Pizza. They've been open for 40 years and are one of my all-time favorite places to grab a slice in New York. We're going to take a stroll around the park and then head into Brooklyn to our next hotel.
Yeah, we drove over here from our Manhattan motel, and just the absolute beautiful view of the waterway on the SBR Drive is fantastic. Like I had to pay attention to the road, don't get me wrong, but if you're just in the passenger seat anywhere going along there, honestly, you can't take your eyes off it.
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of cool to get back in a car after all of the train riding, not gonna lie.
Well, and that's one of the positives about a car, but like, you have to have meat, you know, the train ride, you just, you're on there, you're good to go, you're enjoying the scenery, and that's kind of what, like, I don't mind driving, but like, I really want to enjoy the scenery too, so I don't have that option when I have to drive down. So going on the rails is a perfect way to do that.
Yeah, I think it's been nice between the cities.
It's so nice.
After crossing the bridge into Brooklyn, we checked into the Williamsburg Hotel, a gorgeous boutique hotel opened in 2017 that does things a little bit differently. With a full-service bar and amazing food provided by the Seven Seeds Kitchen and Brooklyn Bread Lab, we were really excited to take in the views and check out what Brooklyn has to offer. We're here at the Williamsburg Hotel. We're just across the bridge now from Manhattan. Had a really nice time in the park. So I'm gonna head over to Frankels. It's a really high-rated deli that's fairly new to the neighborhood. They've been open about 2.5 years, but they make everything in-house and they have a really great reputation. So I definitely want to take the time to check out a deli in Brooklyn. So we're gonna try to squeak in. Looks like they close in about 1.5 hours, so I'm gonna rush. So what are your first impressions of the Williamsburg Hotel?
Speechless.
It's beautiful.
Speechless.
Yeah. So I think we'll hop down to the lobby and just show everybody what that looks like as well, because, oof. It's probably the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in. Thank you to the team here for putting us up in such a nice suite. I was really excited to eat at Frankels. This is a dream deli that I have been cyber stalking for over a year now, said to rival the experience at Katz's and beat out a number of other delis between all 5 boroughs. This is a cumulative effort between Zach and Alex Frankel and chef Ashley Berman. Opened in 2016, they combined their grandmother's recipes in a snazzy little shop at the corner of Manhattan and Nassau. I cannot recommend this experience enough. The portions were great. All of the sizes were exactly what you wanted. Prices were pretty fair for the neighborhood, and they even threw in some latkes and a matzo ball. Frankels, what a experience! Oh my God, it was so good. So we got a pastrami on rye, gorgeous thick hot pastrami with like chunks, nice thick mustard layer, matzo soup, which of course I love a matzo ball, and then we got latkes as well. Great service, everybody was fast, friendly, timely. It's the cutest little place inside. The owners weren't here today, but I'm gonna email them and just follow up and make sure that I thank them so much for having us. The whole staff was really great. I met Rick, one of the managers, total sweet guy, and he even hooked us up with some freebies. So if you were in the area, it's the corner of Manhattan and Nassau, and I highly, highly recommend it. It's one of the better delis I've been to in the city. We have a traveler from Ontario who's visiting New York as well. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Philip. I'm from Toronto, Canada.
How would you say that the public transportation differs between here and in Toronto?
So in terms of cleanliness, I would say that like the metro and like the buses in Canada, or at least in Toronto, are much cleaner than New York. But New York definitely is like much older than like the infrastructure in Toronto. So yeah, and it's really convenient having multiple lines in New York compared to only like 3 or 4 in Toronto. Anywhere that those lines don't reach, we have to take like a bus for. But like, yeah, it's just getting around in New York is definitely a lot easier because of all the lines that you guys have.
For sure. How was trying to navigate between Manhattan and Brooklyn? Did you have any difficulties?
The only difficulties I came across trying to get into Brooklyn was just the fact that like there was one like major line that was closed where I needed to get on, and I had to walk like 15 blocks for the next one. But other than that, I have no issues. And like, even if public transportation can't get me to where I need, like a mix of like walking and or taxis is very convenient because there's taxis everywhere. And like they're always readily available.
How do you feel about like the affordability?
No complaints. It's like, how much is it? Like $2.75 for fare here, and in Canada, or at least in Toronto, it's like $3.50 for a single fare. I'm not sure if that like works for transfers as well, like transferring from subways to buses, or like buses to subways. But in Canada, like our transfers are usually covered.
Chill.
I'll see you on the rail.